Well, my dear students, it is me, A.K.Chakrabortti, President cum Chairman of Prantik and Institute of Technical Education and Research, appearing before you to disseminate on my subjects assigned. Well, my subjects are first part project management and the second part is communicative English. So I will start with the first part and the first chapter of my topics. The first chapter is project. That is the concept of project. What is project? This is the first question that comes in our mind in initiating discussion of project management. In my view, project means proposal, plan to be executed. This means a series of activities to be given effect but all these activities have to be carried out within a specific period of time to achieve desired goals. But the life in this world for anybody is not a bed of roses. Likewise, it is not possible to carry out any plan without obstruction, without hindrances, and without constraints. So, we have to execute the plans such as average constraints, these constraints are in the form of parameters and resources. Thus it is clear from the above that these constants which you have to face, take the form of, by assuming the form of parameters like rainfall, geographical and social individual etc., and variables like human, natural and financial resources. So we have to achieve our purpose subject to this above. We have to achieve our purpose satisfying all this. Now you may easily ask me, sir, what are the parameters and why they are parameters and what are the variables and why they are variables? Well, parameters are something that remains same, that remains unchanged over a very, very long period of considerable period of time, while variables are subject to change within the time frame and across the time frame. For example, rainfall. The hills and mountains. Taste and preferences. Religious factors. Remain unchanged. over considerable period of time. While financial and human resources can be adjusted within short period. But must we mind that these financial and human resources can also not be adjusted continuously and spontaneously. And that is why these variables are discrete variables. That is, we have the discretion to change it within and over short period of time. So this is the definition of project, and I think it will be clear to all of you to realize the essence of my contention. However, if any of you have any questions in your mind, please tell me or at least inform me through YouTube. That is the internet facility which I am using for disseminating my lectures for you because of this COVID-19. I once again say it would have been very, very helpful if I could have faced you directly in my classroom, but I am undone, as are you, because of the COVID-19. Now I will go to the second part, and therefore I am clearing the first part from the blackboard. I give you time of 5 minutes to practice. Area. Now I shift on to the second part, that is components of project. This part is very essential for you to know, because sooner or later you will handle this in the field, in the work of your service, or independent profession, or even personal life. In any project, there are two parts. That is planning and execution. These are the two main components. While planning, we have to take into account resources. And constants. While execution is a plan, we also have to follow the method of P.B.S. That is, P means project, planning, budgetary, system. So, in respect of planning, our task remains confined into considering the resources and considering the constraints. But during execution, we are concerned not only with the available resources, but also how to use the resources in minimum costs. I will come to these topics later. Let us now delve in the first part. Apropos of the resources, I once again remind you of the parameters. That is rainfall, vegetation, water bodies, the surface level, mountains and hills, social conditions, taste and preference of the persons of the locality is most important, and then human resources including male and female. This is also inclusive of skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled working force. Financial resources and machine and tools. Finally, time. Above the parameters, rainfall is a factor that persists in the locality for over a long time, unless anything serious happens to nature. That is, without any serious natural change, the rainfall condition does not change. Depend on the rainfall is vegetation of a locality. Likewise, and therefore, in the Himalayan regions, we find pine trees, orange trees, apple trees, etc. While in the Terai region, we do not find all this, but in place tea plantation, and further down we find cultivation of crops. Water bodies. Water bodies are very important for consideration while felling any plant, because it is water bodies that play a very important role in even transportation of personnel, apart from pisciculture and agriculture, floriculture, and so on. Mountains and hills. Mountains and hills are very important factors because it determines the weather condition, the amount of rainfall available, the amount of dryness, and after and even the subsurface level water and surface level water also. Social conditions. Social conditions means the condition of the society comprising people of various tribes, castes, subcastes, their rituals, their academic conditions, and so on. Unless the social conditions is favorable, you will be able to execute a plan, but with very hardship. So a favorable social milieu will enable you to execute the project very successfully without much hindrance. And this also includes, there is also then taste and preference of the persons of the locality. These, of course, depend on all on the first five factors, because the water level, the water service available determines the course of cultivation. The vegetation act as a source of food, and these play an important role in getting the fooding and etc. habit selected. Human resources include male and female. And in both cases, we get skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled working force. These three categories of working force are very, very essential to be taken into account before framing any plan, because our project may or may not need all three type of workers in equal proportion, and nor can we omit any of the categories in executing the plan. And finally, financial resources, and thirdly, financial resources and machines and tools. While framing any plan, we have to take into account our financial capability and the machine and tool at hand, and the source of possible finance in time of need. And finally, it is the time and tide, waits for none. We have to finish the project within a definite period so as to yield some profit. Without profit, nobody can work. Just as without salary, nobody will work for you. Thus, likewise, without profit, you will not be able to continue with your project and profession for a long time. In execution, while executing the plan, now we come to the second part of the second chapter. Planning, project planning के पास आएगा budgeting. So, in order that we can achieve our goal, we have to plan the recruitment and utilization of working force very, very meticulously, and also selection of machines and tools. Having secured knowledge about, or having arranged about acquiring knowledge of operating the machines and tools by the executive body, that is the owner of the farm and also the working force. And systematic evaluation of every worker, of every work performed every day by all personnel, starting from the unskilled person to the skilled person and even the proprietor of the farm. Unless we do it meticulously, we cannot survive for a long time, and the farm is bound to face the shutdown point. Now I give you 5 minutes respite before I go on the concept of project management. Pass me check this. Now, our problem boils down to who will build the cat. We have discussed what is our target. We have discussed what are the problems. We have discussed what are the possible resources. Now, therefore, our simple question is, who will build the cat? For whom the bells toll, to use the word of Professor Paul Anthony Samuelson. Or who will prepare the butter, cheese or ghee for us that will make us healthy and strong? The reply is also in the foregoing analysis, though very implicitly, not tacitly, but implicitly. And anyone having some common sense will agree with me that it is the body of very highly educated and sensitive persons acting as an important nucleus who will judiciously select, recruit and deploy manpower with facilities like accommodation, food and transport and machines and tools. This body of employees, this is the apex. They form the apex body of any organization. While they will keep eye on minimization of costs and maximization of profit, they will keep eye also on welfare of the employed ones and obviously paying off the dues of the government local self-government and government and local self-government. Now let me explain the matter in toto. क्या करेगा? चली का आवाज था? The reply is, it is the body of very highly skilled, educated and sensitive persons acting as an important nucleus who will judicially selected through that deploy manpower with facilities like accommodation, food and transport, etc., etc. Unless we provide all these, no worker will work. Mere giving salary will not suffice. Unless we pay government taxes, we will not be permitted to continue with our projects. And unless we pay attention to machineries, including new purchase and maintenance of existing ones, we will not be able to work. Thus, this is the concept of project management. In short, management is for making profit through rational reallocation of resources taking cognizance of all the factors discussed above. For today's class, I think this is sufficient. By tomorrow I will go for my next class, that is the concept of project cycle and initiation of project. Thank you. Have a good day.